Hi, this is Matthew Winters from the Potawatomi Area Council with another Fireside Chat with Matt. Special edition Friends of Scouting training video for 2021. This is a step-by-step instructional video to give anyone who may be doing a Friends of Scouting presentation to a pack or troop a basic outline of how it should go. But before we get going, let's talk about an incentive. People like free stuff, generally. With that in mind, the Potawatomi Area Council is offering a small incentive to motivate people to turn in their Friends of Scouting pledge cards. And it works like this. At your Friends of Scouting presentation, after you've collected all of the pledge cards, you draw one pledge card out, and that will be the winner of the legendary Zebco 202 fishing rod, reel, and tackle box. It's very simple. It's also very effective. Even a small incentive like this causes the number of pledge cards returned to just about double. So that's what you need to know about the fishing pole. It pops up a couple of times in the instructional video, which starts now.
The Friends of Scouting presenter watches the training video, which is what you are doing now. After watching the training video, the presenter chooses the units he or she will give the Friends of Scouting presentation to from the list that was emailed along with this video. The Friends of Scouting presenter tells the Friends of Scouting chair the units for whom he will do the Friends of Scouting presentation. The Friends of Scouting chair then enters the choices onto a master spreadsheet, which is shared with the district executive and all the other Friends of Scouting presenters. Sometimes presenters will pick the same units. In that case, the Friends of Scouting chair will decide who will go where. The presenters then get a copy of the spreadsheet with all the units and their contact information and who is assigned to each unit. Next, the presenter contacts the unit leader, committee chair, or unit Friends of Scouting chairman. There are 6 items you should take care of during this contact. Packs and troops divide responsibilities differently in every unit, so it is important to make sure that you're talking to the proper contact for that unit to schedule a Friends of Scouting presentation. Friends of Scouting presentations get the best results when done before a Court of Honor or Blue and Gold dinner. That's because those events have the most parents in attendance. So a Court of Honor or Blue and Gold dinner is optimal but not required. Try to schedule your Friends of Scouting presentation at a Court of Honor or Blue and Gold dinner. Of course, once you have that information, settle on a date, time, and location for the Friends of Scouting presentation. It is best to get your presentation scheduled before April and before parents start planning for the end of the school year and summer vacation. Once you have confirmed the date, time, and location, be sure to check on the audio-visual capabilities of the facility. Ask about the projectors and screens. Make sure there's a place to plug in your laptop and other equipment. Make sure that the sound system is suitable. Bad sound is an overlooked factor in presentations of every kind. A projector, screen, speakers, and laptop are available at the Council Service Center if needed. Also, during the same contact, request to do your Friends of Scouting presentation at the beginning of the meeting. Your presentation should only be about 6 minutes long. People will be fresh and attentive at the beginning of the event, and it will save you time. And finally, while talking with the unit representative, suggest the pack or troop sends out a warm-up letter or email. That's a message to inform parents of the upcoming fundraiser and that they should be ready to make a pledge. The Potawatomi Area Council accepts checks and credit cards. Parents should receive the warm-up letter about a week before the meeting. Next, the Friends of Scouting presenter contacts the Friends of Scouting chair to pass along the date, time, and location of the presentation they have just scheduled. The Friends of Scouting chairman updates the information on the spreadsheet and sends it to the district executive and all other presenters to keep everyone up to date. The district executive will then gather the materials needed for the presentation and have them ready for pickup 1 week prior to the Friends of Scouting presentation date. 1 week prior to the scheduled Friends of Scouting presentation, the presenter picks up the needed materials at the Council Service Center. The district executive should have included a fishing pole as part of the packet and provided audio and visual equipment if requested. Also, 1 week prior to the Friends of Scouting presentation, the presenter calls the unit contact to confirm the date, time, and location of the presentation and to remind the contact about the warm-up letter. Now we come to the actual Friends of Scouting presentation itself. The presenter should arrive 30 minutes early in a clean, well-ordered uniform. Be sure to have all you will need for the presentation: the packet, pens or pencils, a laptop or a projector screen, the fishing rod, and a box, hat, or fishbowl to conduct the drawing for the fishing rod. The presenter greets the Cub Master or other leader at the door and goes to the back of the room to set up the workstation. The presenter sets up the audio-visual equipment and goes through a practice run of the video presentation before too many people arrive. Once the equipment is working and as scouts and families arrive, the presenter enlists 2 scouts to pass out pens and pledge cards. Pledge cards should be passed out right before playing the video. Otherwise, the pledge cards tend to get lost, folded, or put in pockets and forgotten. It is important to move quickly from passing out the pledge cards to showing the video, then asking for pledges and collecting the pledge cards. Keeping the program moving works best for everyone. The unit leader calls the meeting to order, and there is an opening ceremony as usual. The unit leader calls the presenter to the front of the room and introduces him or her. The presenter begins by thanking the unit leader for the introduction and for setting aside a few minutes for the Friends of Scouting presentation. The presenter also warmly thanks the crowd for attending and thanks them for supporting Scouting. Parents support Scouting not only with money, but also by giving of their time and effort, and the presenter should be sure to thank them. After warming up to the crowd, this is a good time for the presenter to ask the Scouts, which he recruited earlier, to pass out the pledge cards. While the pledge cards are being passed out by the Scouts, this is a good moment for the presenter to reintroduce himself. This is a great time for the presenter to be positive and promote Scouting, maybe with some personal history. The presenter should take a moment to explain the purpose of the meeting and the video. The presenter should explain that Friends of Scouting is for fundraising and that everyone will be asked to pledge some financial support by making a donation. Next, the presenter asks everyone to look at their pledge cards and quickly explains how to fill them out. Finally, the presenter tells everyone that after the pledge cards are collected, there will be a drawing for a fishing pole and that someone who returns their pledge card will take it home. This is also the time to explain the different rewards for the various giving levels. After that, the presenter starts the video. When the video is over, the presenter asks the Scouts to collect the pledge cards. The cards are placed in a bowl, box, or hat, and, with the help of an assistant, they draw out the winner of the fishing pole. It's a small prize, but with just a little incentive, like the fishing pole, the number of returned pledge cards just about doubles. Within 48 hours of the presentation, the presenter calls all the families on the unit roster that have not made a pledge and asks them to do so. Within 72 hours of the presentation, the presenter fills out the audit sheet and returns all pledges and donations to the Council Service Center. At the Council Service Center, the district executive updates the spreadsheet and sends the updated information to the Friends of Scouting chair and presenters.
Those are the basic instructions on how to do a Friends of Scouting presentation. If you have additional questions, please contact your district executive at the Potawatomi Area Council, 262-544-4881. Good luck and be prepared for Scouting.